Welcome, folks, to beautiful Tempe, Arizona, and the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils. Sparky and the gang ready and fired up for this matchup. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Red Raiders will kick this deep to begin the game. This one will be fair caught. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here comes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
To the air, it's Moss. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The back's got it. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Punt over the middle. It's Proctor. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run.
And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Back to pass. It's Moss. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled after the catch.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Looking for his big tight end. Over the middle and incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Offense looking to throw the ball. He fires this throw and is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Moss. The pocket breaking down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And they're
oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They'll run it to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Try and muscle for the first down. The Red Raiders pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
2nd down after the incompletion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Aiming for the end zone. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job of taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the...
It's a fake field goal. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And the 4th down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake for the defense on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14, Arizona State, 3.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He pulls it in for a big gain. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. He flips it to the back across the middle. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
And the Sun Devils will try to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on 1st down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Direct snap to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Extra point is good, and they draw within 4 at 14-10. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. As a design quarterback keeper. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. And the Red Raiders come up the line to crank the tempo up here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
There's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Proctor. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Red Raiders line it up with 1st and goal. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Strong game by this quarterback. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 11. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick this away to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And they heave it deep downfield. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now. QB decides to keep it here. Running with purpose. He's got room looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do. And this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score. Texas Tech 28, Arizona State 10.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's escaping the pocket now. Well, he extended the play, but doesn't find the receiver open and goes down.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Catch made on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Dropping back, it's Moss. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, ASU. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down right at the 20.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
A Offense operating from the pistol. Handoff to the back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Proctor. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Nice throw, caught for a completion. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team to field position. And a low line drive, ugly punt. They'll down this just inside the 35. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas Tech 28, Arizona State 17.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Moss. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Football comes out. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You could almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
And a jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry anymore.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Checks this down to the running back. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying for a fourth down completion. On the run, he'll let it go. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And now the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They're going to run it here. And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Again, makes it second and medium. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the run.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
After consecutive losses, he did a miracle here on third and a mile. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. This try is no good. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back, it's Moss. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the Sun Devils will crank up the tempo. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating it.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to the left side. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They'll work the clock here with the running game. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. And the call is a quarterback sneak.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on fourth down late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk. They looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.